So hello dear students, today we will study about Hermitian operator. In the previous lecture we have studied about momentum, energy, Hamiltonian operators. So today we will deal with Hermitian operator. It is very important question for exam. An operator A cap is said to be Hermitian operator if it satisfies the following condition. And the condition is integral f star a cap g dx is equal to a cap f star g dx. Here capital A is Hermitian operator as it satisfies the above condition, and fx and gx are any two well behaved functions of x. So now we will solve few questions related to Hermitian operator. The first question is prove that the operator d by dx is non-Hermitian. So as this operator is non-Hermitian operator, then it should not satisfy the above condition. So when we apply this to the above condition, then the left hand side of the condition will be f star a cap g dx. So this is our a cap, then it will be f star d by dx of g dx, and we are to integrate this within the specific limits minus infinity to plus infinity. So we are to do the integration. So we will use the rule by parts. For that we will take this as first function, this as second function. So first function as such, integration of the second function, integration of this derivative function will be g minus infinity to plus infinity minus integration minus infinity to plus infinity derivative of first function integral of second function. Integral of this is g dx. As fx and gx are well behaved functions, so they must vanish at infinity. So when they vanish at infinity, then their value at the upper limit plus infinity will be 0, lower infinity it will also be 0. So it is the condition of well behaved function. They vanish at infinity means their value at infinity is 0. So it will be minus infinity to plus infinity df star by dx g dx. So it will be minus infinity to plus infinity df star dx g dx. Right hand side of the Hermitian identity, it will be a cap f star g dx minus infinity to plus infinity df star by dx g dx, because a cap is d by dx. So if we check out for left and right sides, compare these values, then we conclude that left hand side is not equal to right hand side. So d by dx operator is non-Hermitian. So next very important question is, prove that momentum operator is Hermitian. So firstly we will have to know what the momentum operator is. Momentum operator is minus iota h cut curly by curly x. So now we deal with the Hermitian property. Left hand side minus infinity to plus infinity, this will be f star a cap g dx. So it will be minus infinity to plus infinity f star minus iota h cut curly by curly x of g dx. So minus iota h cut comes common, minus infinity to plus infinity f star curly g by curly x dx. So this is the same integral we solved in the previous question. So first function as such, integral of second minus derivative of first function, integral of second function into dx. So for a well behaved function, it should vanish at infinity, so this value will be 0. So minus minus plus, it will be iota h cut minus infinity to plus infinity curly f star upon curly x g dx. So this is our left hand side. Now we come to right hand side. Right hand side will be minus infinity to plus infinity. It will be a cap f star g dx. Star means complex conjugate. So when we substitute here, minus iota h cut curly f upon curly x star g dx. So when we take the complex conjugate of minus iota, it will be plus iota, and iota h cut being constant comes outside, and curly f by curly x, it will be complex conjugate of this function as well into g dx. So if you check left hand side and right hand side values, they are equal. So momentum operator is Hermitian, as it satisfied the condition for Hermitian property. So momentum operator is said to be a Hermitian operator. So next numerical of the same kind, show that px square is Hermitian operator. Solution: as px is minus iota h cut curly by curly x, so as it is only along the x-axis, so you can also write d by dx. So px square, it will be minus iota h cut curly d by dx minus iota h cut d by dx. So it will be plus h cut square d2 by dx2. So now we apply the Hermitian property for this function. So left hand side, it will be minus infinity to plus infinity f star a cap g dx. So it will be minus infinity to plus infinity f star h cut square d2 by dx2 g dx. So dear students, h cut square comes common, minus infinity to plus infinity f star d2 by dx2 g dx. So if you understand this, you will have to apply the integration rule by parts. So h cut square, first function as such, integration of second, so it will be dg by dx minus infinity to plus infinity minus integration derivative of first function, integration of second function dx. As it is a well behaved functions f and g, so both should vanish at infinity, so this integral will be 0. So what we are left with, minus h cut square minus infinity to plus infinity df star dx dg by dx into dx. So again we integrated by parts, first function, second function. So it will be minus h cut square, first function as such, integral of second function minus infinity to plus infinity minus derivative of first function, integral of second function. Again it will be 0 because it vanish at infinity. G value of g, it is a well behaved function, h cut square minus minus plus d2 f star by dx2 g dx. So take h cut inside, so it is h cut square d2 by dx2 f star g dx. So this will be your a cap. So we can write it as minus infinity to plus infinity a star a cap f star g dx. So it will be your right hand side. So as it is satisfying the condition for Hermitian operator, so px square is Hermitian. So dear students, Hermitian property is a very important property in quantum mechanics. So what we have studied, that momentum and its square, both operators are Hermitian operators, and these questions are very important for exam. So keep in touch for next lectures. Thanks a lot.